Hey guys, Ty Cohen here from KindleCashFlow.com, and I want to talk to you about the absolute best investment that I've ever made in my life and that I continue to push forward in. And man, I've invested in everything from real estate. We own some real estate, invested in the stock market for as long as I can remember. I had a friend of mine, John Walden, who got me really interested in penny stocks back in like seventh grade. And I've always invested in the stock market. And then I've always invested in things like mutual funds and the more traditional stuff like IRAs. And before I talk about the thing that beats all of that and that is super easy for anyone, regardless of how much money you make, to get it started with, I want to remind you guys that we have a ton of these Amazon gift cards here that we've been giving away to people that have just taken the time to comment, that have taken the time to subscribe to our channel, our YouTube channel or podcast, wherever you're listening to this from, to just reward you guys. So what we do is we randomly go in and we look at individuals that have commented, that have subscribed, that have liked. You can do any of those things, that have shared, and we reward you with one of these Amazon gift cards, right? They range from 25 to $100. So Amazon Kindle Publishing is something that I'm passionate about. So if you want to, get a chance to win something pretty cool, go ahead and leave a comment. But let me tell you about the thing that has made me the most money, that I have seen the best returns from out of everything. I even invested a lot of money in Bitcoin at one point and made some decent money from that too. But the two things that I'm going to give you have returned me so much more money. I've seen thousands of percent-wise, thousands, a percentage increase of a return on my investment with these two things. Normally you don't see that, right? With the stock market, you might see single or double digits, right? If you're lucky. With real estate, you might see single or double digits if you're lucky. With almost everything out there, your return is going to be minimal compared to the two things that I'm going to share with you in just a moment. And like I said, it's super easy for anyone to get involved with. My only regret is that I wish I would have known about these things earlier. Every once in a while, every couple of decades or every century or so, there's something new that comes into place that makes a lot of people extremely wealthy, or that at least allows people to have like a huge quality of life shift, right? Going from this level, right, to like this level. And you see back in the early 1900s, or even right before that, we had like the automobile industry. Then we go to like the steel industry, right? Where people were just making a lot of money. And then you get like the aero industry, so like airplanes and things like that. And, there were people that were in at the right time and they made a lot of money, right? Then you have things like cryptocurrency where people made a lot of money, right? And you have the internet where people made a lot of money. And the two things that I want to share with you, I hope that you'll take time right now, like immediately after this video, and get started, because they are definitely life-changing. And they are digital publishing. Digital publishing is where you can take an idea, right? You can take an idea for something, you can publish it into digital content in the form of videos, a course. It could be audios, right? It could be video like what you see here where I'm talking, or if you're listening to this, the audio. It could be a PDF. It could be a Kindle book, which I teach you guys how to publish a lot. It could be a PDF. It could be a combination of those things. But just being able to come up with an idea and then having that compiled and making it available to people that actually want to pay money for the content that you have, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, is one of the easiest ways to generate massive, massive returns on your investment. Let me explain that. So in KindleCashFlow.com, right, on that site, I show you a 3-step system to how you can go in and get ebooks published for about $125, $150, right? And there's two ways that you can. There's two ways where you can go and publish digital content. I'm going to give you both. The first one I'm talking about right now is Kindle publishing. Then I'm going to give you another one that I hardly ever talk about, but I'm going to start sharing it more and more with people because I make a lot of money with this. So over at KindleCashflow.com, right, I give you this free 3-step video on how you can go in and get your book published. You can go in, you can do market research, you get a book published for about $150, and then you get a book written, and then you publish it to Amazon. Got a piece of hair or something stuck in my eye. And then you publish it over to Amazon. You spend $150 to get this created, right? Maybe $200 max by the time you get your cover and just a few other things. But that book can sell over and over and over and over again. Doesn't matter what you price it at, right? You might price it at $2.99 or 99 cents or $9.99. And I have books that are priced at all of those price points, right? Based on what the topic is and if it's fiction or nonfiction and a variety of other things that I talk about and that I share with you. The thing is, you invest $150 to $200 in this, and your book sells over and over and over and over and over again. I have books that I published 10, 12 years ago that are still making me money, that I put $200 into, and they've made me thousands of dollars. Some of them have made me tens of thousands of dollars. So do you see the return on that? Where else can you do that where you have a potential? It's not guaranteed. I'm saying potential. Nothing is guaranteed, right? Just like if you invest in the stock market or in real estate or mutual funds or even your IRA, it's not guaranteed. But you have the potential to put $200 into something, and it has the potential to generate you hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of dollars or even more. There's some people that publish Kindle books that are making hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars from a single ebook, right? That has not been my story, to be totally transparent. I've made tens of thousands from single ebooks, but it's highly possible. There's nothing else that I know of. And if you know of something else that shows that type of return, post it in the comments because I'm highly interested. There's nothing where you can get started for such a small amount, a minimum amount of time investment as well as financial investment, and see continued growth over the years. That's the first thing, Kindle publishing, right? So remember, I told you about there's two things that I see massive returns from. The second thing is it's similar to Kindle publishing, but you're not publishing on Amazon. You're publishing on your own platforms, and that is digital publishing. Digital publishing is publishing content, again, in the form of a PDF. It could be an ebook. It could be a video. It could be an audio. It could be a combination of these things. You can even create a course, and then you're selling it on your own platform. So that platform could be like WordPress. It could be Shopify. It could be ClickFunnels. I sell all of my content using ClickFunnels. And as a matter of fact, if you guys want a free 2-week trial of ClickFunnels, you can go over to KindleCashflow.com/CF. KindleCashflow.com/CF, or you can go to KindleCashflow.com/ClickFunnels, and you'll get a free 2-week trial. So what I do is, just as I think of ideas or I go in and research ideas and have these ideas created in an ebook format so that I can publish them to Amazon, I also go in and have content created so that I can publish to my own sites. There's magic in that. There's an amazing amount of magic in it. Number one is you can sell at a much higher price point. You can sell your product at $27, $47, $97, $997, right? $197, $1997. I have price points across the board. As a matter of fact, I've developed a system where I generate $200,000 a month as of right now on a recurring basis selling digital content from my own platforms, right? Through ClickFunnels, right? If you're interested in this, I kind of put together a free video where this is something that I've never shared before. And this is the first time that I'm sharing it, first year that I'm sharing it. But if you're interested in looking at that video, you can check that out over at tycohen.com/200K. So tycohen.com/200K. Whether you watch the videos or not, I want you to understand that there is something very life-changing about being able to come up with an idea. I want you to get the concept of digital publishing. Coming up with an idea, doing the research to make sure that there's an audience that wants to buy this and that's actively searching for the content. And then having the content created, whether you write it or whether you outsource it. I outsource all of my content, or I use what's known as PLR, private label rights. All right. And in the video over at tycohen.com/200K, I explain how to use PLR and how you can get it really cheaply so that you can get up and running quickly. So my content is either outsourced or it's PLR content, or you can create it yourself if you're creative. Put it on my own platforms. I use funnels, and they allow me to make a lot of money. All right. It's a super simple concept. If you want to see it laid out, if you're a visual person and you need to see how this is visually laid out, go over to tycohen.com/200K. And I think it'll be really life-changing for you. I think there's something to be said about, if you think of musicians that write a song, right, or an artist or a producer that writes a song or a melody, if they are smart, they retain the publishing to that song or to that melody, because that's where the riches is at. You own the intellectual property that continues to earn you residual income, passive residual income for years and years and years and years to come. That's why many musicians, that's why many producers get rich, right? For songwriters, they get rich if they own the publishing, right? And if it's a song that has appeal to it and people are after it. The same thing here, same content. You put together digital content, you own the intellectual property to that, right? It's like someone who writes a script for a movie or produces a movie. If they have stake in the rights to that movie, right, they now can become a very wealthy person based off of the residuals and everything else, the licensing and everything else that goes into it. Intellectual property is the new real estate industry. It's super easy to get started with. You don't have to know anything about the industry. There's many, many subjects that I publish to my own sites and to Amazon, but I have no clue about. I know how to go do the market research. I know how to find out if there's people that are looking for it and that actively are after it and want to pay for it, right? And that are willing to pay me for the value that they're getting from the product. But I may not know about the industry. I can go in and I can have someone research and write for content, create the content. It is so easy nowadays that anyone can do it. My son, who's 15 years old, Tyler, generates about $3,000 a month doing this, right? Super, super easy. We have students that are in their 60s, in their 50s, in their 70s that are generating income from passive recurring, right? Income from passive recurring intellectual property that they own. So the new real estate age is digital publishing. As a matter of fact, digital publishing is the digital real estate industry of our time. This is the best time to be able to get in on it. I'm giving you 2 free resources over at kindlecashflow.com if you want to learn the Amazon publishing side of it. And if you want to learn the digital publishing side of it, where you publish to your own platform, you keep the email addresses, you keep the contacts, right? You can sell multiple products, you can sell at multiple price points. Then I'm giving you another resource, a free video that you can watch over at tycohen.com/200K. I wanted to share this with you guys because I was thinking about, I had a conversation with a good friend of mine this morning, and he says, Ty, I've seen your digital publishing empire. How much content are you going to publish? And I said, I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue reinvesting in my business because it's the easiest money I've ever made. Hopefully this helps you out. I'll see you on the inside. Let me know, what did you get out of this? Let me know, what do you think about digital publishing? Let me know, is this the new real estate age? And remember, comment and you get a chance to win one of these gift cards that range from $25 to $100. They say $500, but we actually loaded them up to like $100. So some of them are 25 in value, some are 50, some are 100. So I'd love to give you one of these things here. Let me know, what do you think of a new digital real estate age? And are you planning on getting in? Let me know what your comment is. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think it's great? Do you not think it's great? Do you think it's a great investment? Do you think it's a stupid thing? Listen, I'm going all in. every dollar that I get, I'm putting it into digital publishing because the returns are there, right? It's changed my lifestyle big time. It's helped me go from working, 40, 50, 60 hours at Walgreens Pharmacy, barely able to take a vacation, to making millions and millions of dollars, being able to live a lifestyle that I deserve, being able to talk to people across the planet, being able to visit and have workshops across the planet where I talk about this stuff, and to be able to give my family, most importantly, a much better life, a life that they deserve. So it's time for you to change things, and you do this by getting in on the new digital real estate age. Take a look at both videos, kindlecashflow.com and tycoin.com/200K to see how I generate $200,000 a month with digital publishing. Remember, leave your comment first. Go in and do that right now for a chance to win, and I'll see you in the videos. Have a good one, and I hope this has really given you a different perspective on things, the way it's changed things for me. All right?